Next on our Algebra 2 Unit 3 test review, problem number 9. You may want to take a second, make sure you have a calculator. Also, you want to probably pause the video long enough to make sure that you read through and understand what we're about to do. The first step in these cases is to figure out what we want our variables to be. Typically, we can look at the last sentence to figure out what that is. Here we want the number of students per van and the number of students per bus. So I'm going to go with X being the number of students per van, and Y being the number of students per bus. Next, we're going to look at the question to come up with our equations. Let's start with high school A. High school A had 14 vans people, so 14 times the number of people per van, so that would be 14x. They had 2 buses, so 2 times the number of people per bus, which is the Y's. Filled them all, and we had 246 students. For high school B did 6 vans, so 6 vans times the number of people per van, or 6x. 14 buses, so 14 times the number of people per bus, or Y, and that has to equal the 434. Typically with these questions, you're going to solve using the elimination method, as you can see that you have the variables on the left side in both equations. Now, you got options on which one you want to get rid of. I'm looking at the Y's, because if I could get the Y's to cancel out, I only have to multiply one equation by a number. In this case, I'm going to multiply the top equation by -7. So, distributing the -7 through the top equation, I get -98x minus 14y, and here's where you need the calculator. The -7 times the 246 should give us -1,722. We're going to do the elimination method. We probably want to rewrite out the other equation, or it's actually lined up in this case, but doesn't normally write out that neat. Sliding down just a smidge here. If we do the math at this point, the -14y and the +14y cancel out as we wanted. The -98x and the +6x, when we add those together, we get -92x. Once again, probably need the calculator here. -1,722 plus the 434 should leave us -1,288. To solve here, we would then be dividing by the -92. And we find out that x in this case is going to equal 14. Now remember, for the elimination method, we need to go back and plug into one of our 2 equations. Doesn't matter which one. I'm going to pick high school A, the top one. So if I plug in, we got 14. We'll put the 14 in for the x. 2y equals the 246. If we do the math, 14 times 14 is 196. To solve, we're going to subtract the 196. 2y equals 50. Divide by 2. And we'll get y equals 25. So going back up to make sure that we at least get our numbers in the right spot. We know that x, the number of students per van, is going to be 14, and that there were 25 people per bus.